I had a recent brain injury case involving a tractor-trailer crash on the New Jersey Turnpike where two tractor-trailers crashed into each other. And my client, after the crash, seemed perfectly normal, left the scene of the accident in her tractor-trailer, and went back to her hotel where she was going to have a layover. But in the process of having that layover, she started to have serious headaches. When she went to the hospital, they looked, did CAT scans, and nothing showed up. And she was discharged and then eventually found her way back to Texas. In the weeks and the months that came about afterwards, these signs started to grow stronger and stronger. Her memory started to fade. She was getting confused. She was having difficulty multitasking. She was having problems with loud noises and bright lights. And eventually got to a center where she could begin treatment. But the defense didn't change. The defense was none of this stuff can be related. You didn't have any problems at the hospital, and you went back to Texas, so obviously something else must be going on. Because by the time they actually diagnosed what was happening, it was about a year after the accident. And what my client was suffering from was something called an AVF, an arterial venous fistula, which can happen in the brain after an injury. And what actually happens is that the vessels in the brain cross and actually mutate into each other so that blood flow that was supposed to go into one portion of the brain was now being forced through a very small vein at high pressure. So you had an arterial blood flow going into a venous blood flow, which can then cause a rupture and a stroke. And it was causing tremendous effects on our client. And if we hadn't had the best experts and hadn't had the best treaters be able to diagnose this, we would have never been able to win the trial. And the case only settled after opening statements at trial. So it was a case that had to be tried in Middlesex County. And again, from the beginning up until the end, it was always alleged that our client must have had some other occurrence between the accident and the time of the actual diagnosis.